Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn mathematical operations in C, which is the second part of our series. If you didn't watch the first part of this series, then go and watch it. There I have discussed input output statements and if else if conditional statements. Now coming to today's video on how to perform mathematical operations in C language. First let's write header file hashtag include stdio.h. Now let's write main function. I will take int main. Inside this main function we are going to declare a integer variable. The syntax for declaring variable is, first we have to declare the type, whether it is integer or float or character. In our case it is int, so we are writing int followed by the name of the variable. Let's take I, semicolon. There are certain rules for naming variables. We should not use integers or any special characters, and you should not use space in between the variable name, but you can use underscores and capital letters. It's not an issue. Now let's do mathematical operation in this main function. First let's perform post increment and pre increment operations. Pre increment operation is nothing but before assigning the value to the variable, the value is incremented by 1. Post increment is opposite to that. After assigning the value to the variable, the value is incremented by 1. Similarly, there are post decrement, pre decrement, like that stuff. First we are going to discuss this pre increment and post increment, how to experiment it with compiler. The syntax for pre increment is put two plus signs before the variable. For post increment, it is nothing but put the two plus signs after the variable instead of before the variable. Now let's experiment this, whether it is incrementing or not with a value. We will assign I value as 5, for example. Now let's print the value of I so that we can see that whether it is incremented or not. Let's execute and run. You can see that 6 is printed, which means that the value of 5 is incremented by 1. Now let's see for pre-increment. Both will give the same answer, but it just differs where you are increasing the value of the variable by 1. Let's give pre-increment, compile and run. You can see that it is also printing 6. Now we learned how to increment the value by 1. You might be thinking now how to increase by an integer like 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. It's actually quite simple. First let's get rid of this pre-increment statement. Just write I equal to I plus the integer by which you are gonna increment the value of I. Let's take 3. What this means that what this statement means that the value of I plus 3 is going to be stored in the I. Means it will reset the value what is in the I, and it gonna store the value of I plus 3 in it. So we will get 8. I think you might be getting confused. Why? Because I used only one variable. Let's store the value of I plus 3 in a new empty variable. Let's create the new empty variable. Let's take C. Now let's print C. Printf %d C semicolon. Now mathematically the answer should be 8, right? Now let's execute and see whether we are correct or not. You can see that it is displaying 8. What this statement nothing means that the value of I plus 3 is stored in the C. We are printing C. In the same way, if you are going, if you write, if you increment in I itself, then also the answer would be same. Means the value of I plus 3 is going to be stored in the I. Let's execute and see. Oh, sorry, I forgot to change it to I. You can see that both answers are same. In the same way, you can do multiplication, subtraction, division, and also modulus. You might be wondering what are the symbols for multiplication. Why? Because we don't have multiplication symbol in the keyboard. Just give star. For division, give slash. For modulus, give percentage symbol. For minus, as usual, minus symbol. If you are still facing confusion, just give some time in practicing these kind of problems. If you want to solve some problems or if you need help, join my Telegram channel, link in the description down below. Before going to operations with two variables, if you are having fun, please remember to like this video. Now coming back to the video, operations with two variables. It is almost same as one variable and one number, but you are just replacing the constant with the variable. For example, let's take one more variable. Let's store in C. Let's take A, B and C. Let's give A equal to 3, B equal to 4. Now we'll print the result. We'll store the result in C. Just give as C equal to A plus B. Now print C. Mathematically, we should get 7, right? Let's see whether we are correct or not. See, it is printing 7. So we are right. Yeah, nothing guys, it's just same as one variable and one number, which we done previously, but we are just replacing the constant with a variable. That's it. Let's multiply A and B rather than multiplication. Let's multiply. Oh, sorry, I clicked on run. You can see that after multiplying it showed me 12. Nothing but 4 into 3 is 12. Now if you want to perform operations with more than two variables, just do as casual mathematics. Let's demonstrate. Let's take variable D and we will store the addition of A, B, C in D. Let's assign value of C 4. D equal to, let's write A plus B plus C. Let's print D. Mathematically the answer should be 11, right? Let's check. You can see that it is showing 11. You can also do A minus B plus C or A minus B minus C or A minus B into C, whatever. It's your wish. Just experiment different types of operations so that you can get a better understanding in this concept. That's all about mathematical operations in C. In next part we are going to discuss switch conditional statement and we are going to write a C code for a simple calculator. It would be fun. So subscribe and stay tuned to my channel. Your subscribe encourages me to do more videos and stay motivated. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.